Time to die, everybody! Welcome to episode 2, which is technically episode 3 because we started in episode 0. Because I'm a programmer, yo. Because character creation just happened to be really quick. So, this is a playtest of the Prizefighter RPG system, and we've made a small change this week. So last week we experimented with allowing players to spend stamina to improve their to-hit rolls. To improve their attack speed, their speed.
Attack speed, yes.
That's the initiative, to improve their speed. This week, we're going to allow them to improve their to-hit rolls, up to a maximum of 20 before weapon damage is applied. Anything over 20 is just wasted. So, that is the big change this week. Other things to have changed. At the end of last session, they all got geared up in epic levels of, well, not epic, but, armor. They have armor now. They're going to need it because
it's a big deal.
We are entering the arena for boss fight. So let's take it from the moment the doors open and you're about to go in. So the announcer says, introducing from the wilds of the arse end of the Empire, so far up the arse end, he's never even seen sunlight before. The Pict!
And I would just like to point out that when the GM mentions everyone got armor, she's using that term rather loosely because I didn't get any.
Yes, but you do have lovely blue woad symbols painted all over you.
All woad is me.
Yeah, I can see that kind
of. Very good, very good.
The crowd goes, boo!
Hey, up your kilt.
And
seemed appropriate.
Introducing from the land where men wear tunics that are too short. The Celt! No, the Gaul! Sorry, the Gaul!
My 8-pack's better than your 8-pack.
And
that's why we show them off. It's quite practical.
Calling you a Celt.
How very civil. Oh.
Yeah, that's lovely and polite, yes. It's beautiful, yes.
From Rome, yeah! The announcer has to wait for the crowd to die down. Knowing he's facing a fire drake, dousing himself in tar.
Oh, that's not true.
No, we haven't. I thought we'd gotten round that.
Yeah, we have.
Technically, he's doused in tar.
Yeah, I didn't douse myself in tar.
Introducing Oppius Hostinus Jorita! And out you come, the crowd goes wild. Then they see that you've rolled your tar over in sand, and they kind of.
I'm sure one of the other of us just goes.
I'm just marveling at the fact that the announcer at the start, when they first got the talking about the guy from Rome, and all the crowd went yay like that, and I'm thinking, where the fuck did Kermit the Frog come from? Just where?
And so you find yourself by Hero's Gate, having just stepped into the arena. The flag of your Ludus flies high above the gate. And
I'll take that bet, Steve.
Oh, let me go to the comments, see what's going on.
5 minutes to TTK. Come on.
I'll take that bet, Steve.
It's a quick play.
It's going to be 3.
A whole 5 minutes.
It'll take me that long to introduce it. So, Tittimama and the dragon isn't in sight, but what you can see in the sand of the arena are these thick, dark streaks all the way down it, where tar has been plastered on top of the sand. And it's actually going to be quite difficult to move around in this arena without sort of stepping on tar, basically. And then you hear the dragon roar from behind the gate. And it's this loud, echoing roar, copied and played back from a recording of Jurassic Park as it bursts into view. The sun gets blocked out as it flies over your head, and then you kind of like look up to see the tail kind of washing just above your head, and this bulking mass has just flown over you, and then the flames start. And you actually lose sight of the dragon as it flies into the smoke. And then as the dragon breathes fire across the arena, the tar erupts. It's so hot that your hair is actually starting to curl up and melt. And the dragon is somewhere beyond the flames. The crowd goes absolutely ballistic. And then you hear chants of, "Kill them! Kill them all!"
Stand by my comment in the chat as somebody's melted Bertie Bassett.
Which colour?
It's kind of all melted into one licorice goo at the moment.
Yeah, one big black lump. So where's the nearest fire? Can we move out at all into the arena?
Yes,
Or
so basically, if you imagine the arena is kind of this large oval-shaped space, right? What they've done is they've laid lines of tar down the arena, kind of following the curved contour, and then there'll be a bit of sand, and then another line, and then a bit of sand, and then another line. But moving in, because basically once the tar caught, it spread along the tar. And on top of that, somewhere around the middle of the arena itself is the actual dragon breath still burning. So the heat in here is absolutely immense. And you're just kind of looking at the sand on your armor going, I hope this works. It is the Gaul who's first in initiative. So
it is.
What is your action?
Well, this is it really, because
apparently it was too much for Phil. We've had a player quit.
He's gone to the nearest fire exit.
I
get some water.
I thought you were just a wee bit upset there that the Gaul got first.
Favoritism.
It's whatever order they ended up on the initiative track at the end of the last fight. So
probably the only thing that can reach the dragon from here is my lightning bolt. If anything, I haven't tried it at that far much range. No sign of Tittimama, yeah?
Tittimama, you didn't see.
But she might be.
If you fire your lightning bolt, you can only be 50-50 as to whether you'll even hit the dragon because you can't see it unless you move down the line of flames and stuff.
We were told that Tittimama would be riding the dragon, didn't we?
Yeah, potentially. Again, I think I might try and last the whole 5 minutes by casting Mage Armor first.
Okay. So that moves you up to there.
How much mana is that again? 5?
Let me just pull the rulebook up and find Mage Armor.
The rulebook.
Well, a badly written document. Mage Armor is 12 mana, but you gain 5 armor. Then on each action, you roll a d20, and on a 1, the spell ends.
Seems like more than last time.
No, that's what it casts, is 12 mana.
I've cast 2 spells once before. Before it ran out, but yeah.
Are you going to be able to cast lightning bolt now?
I don't know. I might have cast Shockwave actually. Anyway,
Actually, not such a bad idea. Shockwave, if nothing else, might douse some of the flames.
Mm.
Yeah.
Might snuff some of those fucking flames out. At least see what the hell we're doing. We want to know, we'd like to see from which angle our death is coming from. You know.
Basically, you get 1 mana back every time the turn counter sort of does a lap.
Ah.
Okay, so you probably end this fight with 1 or 2 mana more than you started with.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it'll take that long. Okay, Hostinius.
Okay. Yeah, I still want to start moving off down one of these lines of flame.
Okay, so you basically have a choice. Like you can if you want to do an attack this turn, you can charge down one of the lines and hope that you've gone down a line that will eventually have a dragon. But whatever happens, you're going to have to run into the flames. So you will lose 1 health from the flames if you're going to charge down.
Charge
Flat
down.
one regardless of armor, because armor don't help against flames.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so yeah, you charge down the central column, go down the middle, and as you go into the dragon flame, you kind of see this bulk in front of you. So yes, you can make an attack. What is your attack speed, please?
I would like to spend some stamina on that.
Mm-hmm. Can bring it down to 3.
Oh, that would be all of it if I did that.
Well, your stamina should have recovered, so it should be like, I don't know, somewhere around 15 or
My
something.
stamina was recovered, but my attack speed is now 13.
Oh,
because of all the armor I'm wearing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so you clonk, clonk, clonk.
That's why I thought running.
You're a one-man band.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock it down to 8 attack speed.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to use 5 of that. Okay, here we go.
All right, and then you're rolling to hit a dragon,
which is a 16.
Which has in fact hit. So, what's your weapon damage, please?
My weapon damage is 3.
You pulled off one of its eyelashes.
Actually, you get a good hit on that dragon. Of course, I do have to halve it because it is an armored hide.
No.
Round it down.
2 eyelashes.
Okay, yes, we're finding the flaw.
Yeah. But nonetheless, you did get hit on a sodding great big dragon. You think it was somewhere in its hind quarter? Anyway.
Stabbed it in the ass. Excellent.
Definitely didn't go up its arsehole. I mean, like, you think it was like its thigh or something. From the side, perhaps. Or maybe a section of possibly of the stomach area. Like, you don't think it was the tail and you didn't see a head because there weren't enough horns.
So stabbing in the arse sounds familiar. Harking back to another campaign.
Don't forget to reduce 1 health from the flame. The pit.
What is Telorgan going to do? Telorgan is going to charge at this thing.
Okay, so you're also going to charge in.
And I am going to spend 3 stamina, which will lower my attack speed down to 3.
Okay.
I'm going to spend another 4 to add to the roll I'm about to make to attack.
Okay. Don't forget, you'll also lose a hit point from the flames.
I don't care. I'm gonna kick its. I'm gonna kick its ass with my other die because that one fell off the fucking table.
I love the commentary.
Okay, so I gently prod its buckets for 8 points.
No. So you basically go in and you kind of, as you charge in, you see the tail kind of come up over your head. You're like, oh fuck, I've missed it. So.
Oh, maybe I did strike its arse then.
No, it went above you, and you kind of like, outmaneuvered, by a dragon turning or something in these flames. You hear the sound of Tittimama going, "Ah!" and she lands with a thud in front of Hostinius.
Oh.
Right, now's your moment.
Okay. Now, can you get your defense speed down to 1 with stamina? Otherwise, you can't defend.
I can.
Ooh.
I can spend 4 to get it to 1.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I might as well survive this first attack, I suppose.
Phil, we who are about to watch you die salute you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, she's spending 6 stamina on the attack.
I got roll defense 15.
Okay. Well, with the stamina, she rolled 15. So no effect.
Woo!
Friends.
Lucky boy. Oh, and you're now there on initiative. Right. So
it's about to run out now once I've used my next lot of stamina. That's it.
And then the dragon. So the dragon kind of spins around and its tail just comes flying past both of you who have run forward. So you both need to defend. Well, Hostinius can't. But the picked you can. Would you like to defend the attack? What's your defense speed?
I will defend. I'm not going to put anything on it. Because at the moment, because of my shield, I'm defending at a D16, so I'm not too bothered.
Okay. So what's your defense speed?
3. Are we doing the 2d8 thing for the D16?
No, it would be 1d8 if you're going to do that, or you roll a d20 and re-roll 17 and above.
Okay.
Or you do 1d8 times 2. You wouldn't do 2d8.
So I died.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so could you take 18 damage divided by your armor level? And Hostinius, could you take 19 damage divided by your armor level?
Did you manage to hit both of you?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Right. So my armor level, does that include the shield?
No, that's your armor level.
Right. So what you're saying is I have to take 18 damage divided by 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm at minus. I'm now at -5.
Okay, am I rounding up or down on the damage?
Round down.
Round down. Oh, 3. Thank God for that.
Sorry, I rolled 19. I mean,
I'm more upset with the fact that at a crucial point I rolled 1. Bastard.
Is this going to be me again? That last 2.
Okay, so the next action, oddly enough, also goes to the dragon. So it then, seeing that Hostinius is still standing, it rakes its claw down on him, and it's going to put effort into the attack as well.
Oh, why wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
what you have to do, what you have to do, Phil, is you have to see it as a compliment. The fact that this big, huge dragon feels it needs to put the extra effort in to take you down.
Yeah, it's put 5 extra effort in. Now, you can defend. So, what defense speed are you going for?
I'm going to stick with my 5.
1, 2, 3. 3. You'd have to go down to 3 at least in order to defend.
Okay. I want to keep my stamina where it is. I'm not defending.
Yeah, but this might be your last.
You're not defending.
This could be your last action.
It's relying on armor. Could you take 10 damage divided by armor, please? I rolled low this time.
I can. Okay.
Okay. So, next person to act
It's me.
is the ghoul. Keep dragging these things around wrong. There we go. So, what would you like to do? You can sort of see, so as the smoke's starting to clear a bit from the initial flame blast, you can sort of see down one of these aisles between the flames where the dragon is. You can't quite see Tittimama at the moment.
Okay.
You can definitely see the dragon. There's sort of, because as the dragon landed, it kicked up a load of dust as well, and Tittimama's a bit further beyond.
It would be nice to use a shockwave to kind of blow the fire a bit, but unless I can actually see her.
And the other thing is you're stood by the entrance at the moment, and this is all sort of in the middle of the arena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm obviously going to have to run in anyway. I'm gonna try and stay in the smoke as much as I can, just to keep concealed.
Okay, so you're going to kind of like sneak up one of the aisles.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you going right up to the dragon, like to attack it, or are you just going part way?
I'm more concerned about what Tittimama's doing actually at this point.
Okay, so so in that case, I presume you're going to go around one of the sort of aisles on the edge of the arena.
Yes.
Or are you going to right? Okay, so because the fight's sort of in the middle, so you're kind of circling around the fight, sort of ducking down behind the flames. So at the moment you haven't seen her, but you have moved like halfway across the arena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, actually, it depends how many actions you want to put into moving as to how far you get. So if we say 10 actions is to cover the entirety of the arena, how far along it would you like to get?
Let's go with 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yeah, you are halfway across. Tittimama emerges from basically beside the dragon with her big battle axe and brings it down with all of her might towards Austinia. So when I say all of her might, I mean she's putting 10 stamina into the attack.
Ouch.
So you might want to defend. And this is at you, Austinius. You are muted, by the way, so I have no idea if you're saying anything.
Sorry. My defense, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to put... Well, you haven't, I presume, so...
So I have a 17.
Okay. And what's your defense speed?
Defense speed, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with all of her might, she brings her axe slowly down. Basically, you see the attack coming from so early. You just kind of step out the way by the point at which she's committed, and she kind of wedges the thing into the ground, and then sort of has to hoist it back out of the sand. And then the dragon gleefully tries to sort of reach at you from the other side, and it is going to also put 10 effort into the attack.
I'm never going to get another go.
Well, the pict went down and the other one's hiding. So at the moment, all they've got to do is
I'm
attack.
not hiding. I'm tactically maneuvering.
Okay, so yeah, it's putting a 10 into this attack. Now, you're going to have to spend stamina in order to defend because you need to get your defense speed to 1 in order to do it.
I'm not going to. Oh, go on then.
And just to answer Stephen's comment in the chat, yes, we're 21 gladiators short of that number at the moment.
Maybe you could try and get them in for us.
We're a tad short.
Sorry, Phil. So you're defending. You have defense speed of 1. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Are you putting any? Oh, you've already rolled it. 16.
16.
Okay. 9 damage divided by armor.
9 divided by armor. Okay.
Yeah. So its claw makes contact with your shield, but you still feel the pain through your shield because it kind of shudders your arm.
Right. Ooh, it's not good.
And then it's the dragon's turn. And it blows its... oh, no, it can't do fire breath yet. So it's just going to make another claw attack. It's going to put 4 effort into the attack. Would you like to defend?
It's getting bored with you.
I can't.
You can't. Okay.
I can't drop it down to 1.
No, you've got 1, 2, 3 on the initiative track. So if you can get your speed down to 3, then you can defend, if you can do that.
Oh, that'd be everything then. I don't have anything to spend on attack at all. Oh, go on then. I'll blow my last stamina.
Okay. So you get
3.
to defend. It rolls its attack.
11.
What did I put in? So 5 divided by armor.
5 divided by armor, nothing. Okay, excellent.
Ah, there you go. So that was there. So the dragon would go 1, 2, 3. So next would be the ghoul. Can you gain 1 mana, please?
Yes.
So you are halfway down the arena. You can see the dragon, and you can just see the leg of Tittimama through underneath the dragon.
Ooh.
Basically, so you can sort of just see where she is.
Okay. Am I able to zap her through the gap
With what spell?
with my lightning bolt? If there's enough mana.
Yeah, if you have enough mana. Let's have a look in the book. The mana is... You would need 8 mana for that one.
That's a bit too much. Okay, I need to basically shockwave then if I'm going to do anything. I'm going to keep on running around.
Okay, how many actions? Like, if you go directly to them, you'd have to run through flames. You'd take a hit point, but you could do it in 2 actions. But if you keep circling around to the other end of the arena, that would be 5 actions to get there. And
I've got a fuck ton of armor and it'll look good. So, yeah, all right, I'll run through the flames.
It'll be a flat 1 hit point.
Oh, right. Yeah, because no, right.
But then I'll give you an action directly at the end of that. So, yeah, make your... Well, what do you want to do for attack? You're going to...
Yeah, I think I'll stick with melee for now.
Okay, and who are you going for, the dragon or Tittimama?
I'll go for Tittimama with longsword.
She's completely surprised, so she doesn't get to defend because she didn't know where you were.
Yeah, that was the idea. Okay. I'm just trying to remember, because my attack stats are D12 for hitting, that doesn't change, does it? It's just still...
That doesn't, but you can spend stamina to put effort into your attack. If the total result is over 20, then it's capped at 20 before weapon damage is added.
So is in 12 plus 8 rather than up the dice, or?
Yeah, plus on top of the dice roll. You don't increase the dice size.
Ah, right, yeah, okay. Got it. I think I'll spend 10 stamina to make that a 20.
Right, you have to declare it before rolling. Now, I'm quite happy for you to redo your roll.
Yeah.
But you...
yeah, okay. I will spend, let's go with 6.
Okay.
6 stamina. Okay, that's 15.
15. She can't defend, so you do 15 points of damage to Tittimama. The crowd go into stunned silence. They're just absolutely shocked at this because you've actually quite badly hurt her. And there's this huge gash down the back of her arm. And, like, she's visibly in pain. Not only is she visibly in pain, but she actually looks quite tired as well. What was your attack speed, by the way?
It's 8. Can I still spend stamina to bring it down?
You should have done it beforehand, but yes, I'll allow it.
Nah, sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll bring it down to let's go with 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Puts you
They're
there.
all sitting there, the entire crowd going, the goal of this goal.
Tittimama turns around and with all of her remaining strength tries to strike you with her halberd. So she's putting 4 into the attack. She's not putting anything into the speed of the attack.
Okay.
So she will go after you next. So you can defend again. You can put stamina into defense if you so wish, but you have to declare it first.
That'll bring me down to 1 if I do. Yeah, okay, it'll keep me in one more time. So I'll bring my defense speed down to 1.
Oh, right. Defense speed down to 1. Okay, that puts you...
Yeah, but it brings my stamina down to 1 as well.
Yeah, you've got the choice now. Don't forget, that's what we changed this week. You can affect your speed, or you can boost your roll.
Yes, but I'm saying I'm going to bring my defense speed down
to
1,
okay.
which also brings my stamina down to 1. It just so happens.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay. All right. Well, she's rolled 8.
Okay.
And you've defended, so... You can
oh yeah, of course. Yeah. My defense stat is 20, a d20.
Yep.
So it's just... Okay. That's is that a 6 or a 9? I think that's a... Oh crap! It doesn't actually say. Oh, it's a 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay, so it's 2 damage divided by armor.
2 damage from armor. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Very much nothing.
So yeah, there's a clank of metal as a blade strikes you, but it's an unconvincing blow. The dragon, surprised at your arrival, hasn't noticed you. It is going to spend 1 point of damage to attack Hostinius. So 1 point to boost the attack. And it is actually visibly panting, but it comes in with both claws to try and sort of slash across you.
Okay. I can't defend.
You can't, did you say?
Oh, well.
You got 3 available initiative.
What do you mean, sorry? I meant the stamina.
Yeah, so if your defense speed is 3 or less, you can defend.
No, it's not. It's 5.
Okay. So 19 divided by damage as these claws from both sides both impact you.
Okay, so it's number 3. Damn.
Meanwhile, a rather adventurous stretcher bearer has reached the Pict and is dragging the Pict onto a stretcher. Well, I say stretcher, it's more like puts a rope underneath both your arms and then starts dragging you out of the arena at high speed.
I was really close.
Both the dragon...
I almost had the best of...
No, you didn't.
Both the dragon and Tittimama are sort of panting from lack of breath. Tittimama is actually going to rest for 10 actions, I think. She's just going to forfeit 10 actions. So what does that give her back? For every 2 steps on initiative track, they get 1 stamina. So yeah, so she kind of like just stands there panting. Oh, blimey. Oh, hang on, she can't. No, she can't go that far. That would be crazy. 1, 2, 3. There we go. She's going to there. So she rests for a little while, which means it's the Gaul's turn. So basically, she's kind of like positioned herself now to defend against both of you, but you can see her. She's panting heavily and she's badly wounded.
Okay. How much is a shockwave mana-wise again? Is that one 6?
Shockwave is... Where is it? It is 4 mana.
It's 4. Okay, so I did use that one before. Judging by her size, do I think I'll be able to knock her with it?
It will automatically hit her and the dragon and Hostinius. It emanates out from you in a circle.
I know, but as in, will there be enough force to knock her?
It will definitely impact her. You think Hostinius might have enough armor on for it not to impact him.
Okay, fantastic. I'll use the shockwave then.
Yeah, because she's not in armor. So deduct 4 mana. She is struck by it. It has hit the dragon, but you don't think the dragon was particularly bothered by such feeble magic. But yeah, Tittimama kind of gets sort of knocked back and actually sort of plants her bum into the sand and has to get back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts you there on initiative. And then the dragon goes to headbutt Hostinius' teeth first. It is not putting anything extra into the attack. In fact, it kind of has to wait for its moment to attack between deep breaths.
Okay.
So, do you want to defend?
I can.
Can't? Okay. I think you might technically be able to now because you had defense speed of 5. Which would bring... Yeah, I mean, it's your go next if you don't. Don't get there.
I'm going to rely on the armor again.
Okay. 12 divided by armor as the teeth make contact with your shoulder.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, it's number 2. Down to 4 health now.
Okay. It's now your action, though.
Wow! I will try to attack.
Okay. What attack speed are you going to use?
The only one I've got, 13.
No, you have to spend stamina to get it down to 10.
I've got no stamina.
Then, in order to attack, you've got to rest. You're basically too exhausted to hoist your sword. So you're going to need at least 3 stamina to attack, which pushes you up 6 on the thing. I'm sorry to say, so you've got to rest. It puts you there.
I'm never going to finish that rest.
Okay.
So that gives you 3 stamina. So that's the done deal because I've moved you up the initiative.
But when do I get that though? Do I only get that when the turn counter
I've got it now. No, you've got that now.
Okay.
Right, but I've pushed you down initiative because of it. So, Gaul, gain 1 mana.
Yep, and strike Tittimama while she's a bit occupied and down and panting.
Well, she's going to put effort into her defense. She's going to put 3 effort into her defense. Are you going to put effort into your attack?
I've only got 1 stamina left, so I can't.
Well, I mean, you can put 1 in. Also, what attack speed have you got?
Attack speed is 8. That's the thing as well. So,
yeah, you're panting heavily.
Okay, I'll put 1 stamina in for the attack, and then blah.
Okay, so +1 on the dice, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
yeah.
10.
Okay. Fuck, I got 5.
Okay, so yeah, she's actually able to just bat it away with the haft of her halberd. And then, oh, hang on, she had to defend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then the dragon locks eyes with Hostinius, and you see Poppy's eyes glow red. And then you realize that's not her eyes glowing red. That's the reflection of light from the flames in her mouth, and they erupt, and you're blown across the arena. 13.
Poppy's
13.
No armor.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's me done.
You've literally just been burned through the armor. She's just done a flame breath because it regenerated. And armor don't help against flames. So yeah, Stinius drops in a fireball. Okay, so next one to act is Tittimama. So having defended your blow, Tittimama steps in to make the final kill. She goes for a beheading.
Oof.
And she kind of doesn't because she's too exhausted. But yeah, so presumably you're going to choose to defend?
Who, me?
Yeah, it's only you left.
Oh, I thought you meant she was going to go and behead Hostinus as a coup de grace. Yes, I'm obviously defending. Defense speed is 3. I can't add any stamina
Okay.
onto the defense roll.
She can't add to attack, so I got 9.
11.
Okay, you blat her halberd away, and she moves to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just behind you. And then the dragon doesn't even turn to face you. It tries to just thump its tail down on you.
Ooh, it's got its own shockwave. Do I get a defense for this?
If you put if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, you got, if you can get your defense speed down to 4.
It is 3, so
Okay, so you can roll the dice if you wish.
yeah. Oh fuck! I got a 2.
12 damage divided by armor.
Okay. 7.
We
Plus
lasted
12
more than
hits.
5 minutes, Stephen. Pay up.
Okay, so is it? Oh, hold on. With it 1.5, is it rounded up or down?
Down.
Down. Okay, so 1.
Okay.
Yay for mage armor.
Poppy there.
Although
Oh,
in
yeah,
fairness, I lasted about 30 seconds.
It's all about the armor, actually, having seen it play out, which I sort of expected, but yeah, it was nice to confirm it. That does mean it's the dragon's action again. I have to say, if you keep defending, they're going to keep you on the back foot, basically.
Yeah, I know.
That don't
But I
work.
have no stamina.
So the dragon attacks again. Do you want to defend? You'd have to get a defense speed of 4.
Well, you just said no because they're going to keep in front of me, which is correct. So I'm going to have to take this one and hope it does not roll too high.
7 divided by armor as the claws clank against your mage armor. It tries to actually crush this protective shell of the mage armor, and it's kind of trying to squeeze through it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even scratch me.
Okay. Tittimama is the next one to act, and she's actually going to rest. She wants some stamina back. So 1, 2, 3, and she'll go to there. The dragon will then, again, it then gets its other claw on, and it's now going to try and use both claws to squeeze and shatter this mage armor spell, which I'm not sure we've been rolling for, by the way.
What, the mage armor? What do you mean?
Every time it's your turn.
No, we haven't. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. So again, I assume you're just going to take the attack.
Yeah, I'll take the
rely
attack.
on the armor. Yeah. Okay, so 2.
Goes into minus figures, that.
Yeah, which means it is now your go.
Uh-huh. So, wait, do I get another mana back as well?
Only when
Gone.
the turn thing went around, which did just happen. So
That's what I'm
But-
asking.
yeah, not so. Mana is when turn wraps around to 1. So that did just happen a moment ago. And Mage Armor is on your turn. You need to roll.
Yes, yeah, I know. And it's just, is it 5 or less than it stops?
1 or less. Well, on a
Oh.
1 it stops.
17, so fine.
Yeah. Okay, what is your action?
Right, I need to finish that bitch off. However, I also need some stamina and some mana.
Oh,
And just to answer Stephen, yes, I will take them at grave guns.
you've got such good armor at the minute. You could risk not getting stamina. Just rely on the armor.
Yes, I know, but I've got good defense as well. It's more to do with how well I can attack. Because I've only got to do 12 at the minute. But all right, fuck it. I'll try attacking her.
Okay, she's going to put 3 into her defense.
God, 5.
Okay, so she's able to just sort of twirl her halberd round. She actually kind of puts her hand behind the halberd head and blats your sword out the way. What was your attack speed there? Was it
8?
8?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Which means the dragon is going to bite your head off, and I assume you're just going to
Yay.
take it. 15.
Yeah. Divide by armor.
Yeah.
Still 1.
Okay. Tittimama. 1. Then the dragon. I'm just assuming you're taking it all the way around to your go.
Yeah.
Oh, 20.
20. Still only 2. It's fine.
Wow, and it's max roll, only 2. Okay, so
Well, yeah, because I've got 8
yeah.
armor in total. So
yeah. Okay, turn has just looped round, so you get mana back. The dragon is going to rest.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, color cube. There we go. Which means it is now your go.
Yep, I'm going to do shockwave again on Tittimama.
You'll hit them both.
Oh yeah, okay. I keep forgetting the distance.
I mean, it doesn't do much to the dragon, but it does do something. So deduct your 4 mana.
Yep.
Tittimama gets caught up in the shockwave, blown back, then lands in the fire, and then her excessive leg hair catches alight.
Wow, there's a lot of leg hair.
The crowd goes stunned silence. And Poppy, who sort of stood there out of breath at the moment, I mean, she's got plenty of health, but she's kind of out of breath. That's why she's resting. She's like, I cede, as that is the rules. You have defeated my master. I am now your dragon.
I sort of dropped my sword in shock. My what?
And then, you hadn't even clocked he was in the arena, which possibly means you broke some etiquette. You realise that Julius Caesar has just stood up in his chair, stepped forward, mouth agape. Bloody hell. And it's so quiet in here, you actually hear somebody farting up on the 3rd tier.
The passing of the gauntlet has been underlined by the passing of wind.
Well, I am surprised, says Caesar. And then he turns to sort of walk away, and sort of like the whole crowd is just sort of sat there stunned.
You're supposed to clap.
Are you not entertained?
The Pip, you are in the back room of the Colosseum, and there's a rather gruff-looking man with boils patting you down with a wet towel, sort of soaking up all the blood. And then as you're in there, Hostinius sort of gets dragged, all his metal armor just sort of clonking onto the table next to you. And then you hear the arena go silent. And then, like 5 minutes later, you see a dragon walk into the medical room and kind of just sort of walk past, its sort of head down low, sort of gash on its side that you think might have been Hostinius's first blow. And then in behind the dragon is a whistling Ataratos, and behind him is two people dragging the body of Tittimama, which is still singeing. Right, there's still smoke coming off the legs.
I look at Ataratos and just say, well, obviously we weakened them for you.
Hostinus did help with the dragon, yes.
Yes.
Which is mine now, apparently.
Dragon. It's going to be a big food bill.
It told me.
Do we get to take turns? Please,
I don't know
please.
if she'd like that.
Pretty please. Sugar on top. I look forward to reading your petition, Stephen. I think that's going to be interesting.
Grave goods. Well, that went down very well.
That's longer than I thought.
Well, Tittimama's dead. The dragon is subdued, and none of us are dead, and we're all still alive. I call that a win. Who needs 21 other gladiators?
I finished on -9 health there.
Just to put it into context, the dragon still had 43 health. But it was never about defeating the dragon in this. It was always about defeating Tittimama.
That's why I went for her.
Of course, you had to survive the dragon whilst you were doing it.
Which Hostinus did very well, thank you.
Distraction.
Yeah, great distraction.
Yeah. Once you sort of like been in the medical room a few minutes and like got a chance to sort of get your breath back and what have you, there's the knock at the door and in comes Junior Caesar, the Ludosona. I now kind of regret that.
It was such a good gag though.
It was, but now I've got Julius Caesar. So in comes Junior, and it's like, unbelievable. We have a dragon in the Ludus now. Amazing. I'm so rich. The Horde alone. That's wonderful. Well done. Also, I've just received this petition from the Emperor asking us to do a private gladiator bout against the best legionnaires in the Roman army in the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, we're fine, thank you.
The dragon?
Sorry?
Can we take the dragon?
Not to the Imperial Palace, no. It won't go inside. The doors aren't big enough.
You can tell the Emperor that we are currently looking at a number of possible contracts.
I will be telling him that I am flattered that you would consider our ludus, and we will of course be there. And as my property, you will of course be there.
I don't
And
think
you-
any of my other diary events matter.
Yeah, we do have to. I mean, we do have some promotional work to do.
We might have some more posing to do.
Absolutely, that there was several women who
Play day?
wanted me to do a complete calendar for them. That's going to take a few days.
Are you trying to say that you won't fight for the Emperor? Because if so, I'll just have you beheaded now and keep the dragon myself.
Well, at some point, I would like my clay model to be modified to look a bit more like me.
Oh, they'll be doing a new one with you sat on the back of the dragon. I mean, I'm sure even poses of you with your sword impaled in Tittimama. I mean, come on. The opportunities here for merchandising are amazing.
Good.
I am sure they will.
So we might substitute you with Hostinius.
I am sure that they will be able to do your clay figurine with your exact likeness as soon as they are able to create a magnifying prism strong enough.
Are you saying that about Ataratos, by the way, Ronnie?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say about the Ludus boss. He's fronting it to fucking death. He's trying to take her head off.
I think we might have another one after you now.
We're trying to worm out with an appointment with the Emperor. I mean, he's not in a position to say no to that. You were trying to say no to him. It's like, fine. Getting rid of you is not a problem. If you're gonna...
We're not saying no. We're merely looking at our options and trying to work out which date would best suit us.
Well, of course, you get to rest up and stuff first. It's not for tonight. I mean,
it's tomorrow.
We'll have a couple of days to recover.
Oh God, I was planning a tour of Egypt or something. So.
Well, I mean, I thought we'd be able to go out with a dragon, do a tour of the outer regions, you know, do a nice big European tour. Come back to the big audiences in Rome as conquering it's
one step at a time, I think.
You're not exactly treating your stars very well, you know.
Stars? Oh, darling, you're just a fad. Well, you're not even that, frankly. I mean...
Hey, I'm the person they love to hate. I'm the person they love to hate.
That nearly happened, but because like you died after one look at a dragon, I think the crowd have forgotten you.
Okay, it might be me. It might now be me needing the strong magnifying prism.
Yep.
Right. Well, anyway, in your cages, and we'll tow you back to the Ludus. And then he walks out the room. And with that, we'll take a short break.
Okay. I don't expect to walk back.
Victory pint. Yes, apologies, Steve, that we didn't do Monday, but I had a rather nasty stomach bug, to which I'm technically still recovering from. But I'm going to try and have a drink of alcohol, because that was a damn good battle, frankly.
Yes, I have to say that was an incredibly good battle for some of you.
Yeah, well,
all down
I
to
went
the
down
armor.
really quick in the first battle anyway, so...
It's all down to the armor for me. I mean, actually, I couldn't move though, but
Oh yeah, it was entirely down to the armor for me. Yes, do take 18 damage divided by your armor. I have an armor value of 1.
See, I already have 3 if you include my shield, and then with mage armor, it bunks up to 8. So, it's loads.
Unfortunately, shield didn't count.
I went full plate with a shield.
So, I mean, I've got a great shield. It certainly upped my defense, but it did bugger all for the damage. So,
I think I only actually got 1 attack in, didn't I?
I think you did. You did. I mean, you went straight at your first attack. You actually sliced at one.
But then I was just losing stamina on defense, and I just couldn't.
I was a bit worried that one of the guards would try and shoot me in the back to get me going. But I was trying to play it just out a little bit and see, okay, what's the dragon doing, what's Tittimama doing, and then go in.
I was going to say to you, actually, it's no good waiting, thinking that me and Ronnie was going to try and tire him out a bit.
And then you did. Oh, apparently Steve had something similar. Although that's impressive. I had mine from Sunday evening. It was good.
Sorry, your sound was very muffled then.
Yeah, you were kind of going in and out there.
Oh. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I don't know if it's something to do with StreamYard or something, but I did put my head over here, so it could have been that.
It's happening even when you're straight on at the moment.
Oh.
This is kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean
You're back.
The audio interface is fine. It's not stuttering or anything, so I think it's something to do
you're
with
fine now. Just
StreamYard
until
or Chrome
then,
or something.
It was a bit weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's causing that.
Yes, I was doing really fantastically well until I get hit.
Yeah, so what I've learned there is it's
definitely armor.
Epic level armor matters, and it becomes a strategy of whether you want to use your stamina or use your armor, but armor definitely wins out, and it should. Is the bottom line on that, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I should have perhaps relied on the armor a little bit more and saved more stamina.
Being told, yes, you've taken 18 damage. Please divide it by your armor. Does the shield come into it? No, just the armor. I have an armor of 1.
Yeah, well, when your armor's 5 liters of Dulux, then.
Well,
it's a play test, and I wanted to see how well the armored person would do, and unfortunately, I rolled an 18, and the dice fall where they may. So, no, that was good to know.
It's good to know that with one good hit, the unarmored or very lightly armored person is going to be
what it tells me is that like gladiators shouldn't start their careers with armors when they got smaller dice sizes and stuff like that, and that armor should come in later on when you start dealing with the D12s and D20s and D16s and such. So Yeah, you have basically a few days to rest and recover before you're due at the Emperor's Palace.
Do we
When
get
you,
all our health back?
you will do. When you get back to the Ludus, all the gladiators are kind of annoyed because they're having to train in the courtyard. This is because the fighting pit has been turned into a dragon horde in which Poppy is sleeping. Junior Caesar, meanwhile, is furious. When that bloody Gaul gets here, I'm gonna fucking take his head. I didn't know it'd be my gold for the blinking dragon to sleep on.
No one's going to nick it. Look on the bright side.
And the dragon won't even respond to me. It only answers to him.
Well, yes, it's my dragon.
There you are. Right. So if I defeat you in combat, it's my dragon, right?
I don't know if that is always the case, since this is not an official fight.
Take off all your armor.
Sir, before you go ahead with this particular plan of yours, may I make just one small point?
I have a feeling you're going to anyway.
Here is the small but significant point. Ataratos may look to you small and insignificant.
Yes, take off all your armor. Now.
To you, but the dragon, who will no doubt jump to his defense, will undoubtedly view you as equally small and equally insignificant.
Armor off.
I'm taking it off.
Okay. As you take it off, he starts putting it on.
Okay. Did you say that everything had gone back up, or is that later?
Your mana and stamina will have recovered in the time it took to get back to the Ludus.
Okay, health wasn't.
Okay. What is your armor, by the way? It's plate, wasn't it? So 3.
I've got 1+2 on here because I've got a heater shield, which I thought was 2.
The shield does nothing for armor. That's defense die. Armor is its own stat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Maybe
need a character
that was
sheet
just
for this,
the
don't
armor
I?
then. Yeah.
At this point, whilst Junior is putting on the armor, I turn to Ataratos in a lower voice, in a low voice, and says, "He's not going to try what I think he's going to try, is he?"
And then once he gets on. Actually, what I'll say is he puts on
This could be entertaining.
Heavy plate armor. He gets his own heavily gilded stuff on, and he's insisted you're unarmed and de-armored.
Mm-hmm.
He then gets.
Oh, then I haven't got a choice.
He then gets a pilum.
A what?
It's a Roman spear.
Oh.
And says, "Right, I order you not to fight back," and then he immediately tries to strike you with his pilum. For which...
Okay, I'm going to defend.
Okay.
Or try and roll out of the way.
What is your defense speed? Bear in mind you're not in armor, so... oh, well, that sounds like you weren't in armor anyway. Right, so he rolls... hang on, what's the bonus on a pilum? Oh, I should be using a bigger dice. It's not that
That's
bad.
That's not a phrase you want to hear.
Okay, what's your defense die?
I got a 7.
Okay, so yeah, you actually just step out the way of his thrust. Says,
Okay.
"I order you to stand still." Your go.
Shockwave him.
Only
Ooh.
shockwave.
Well, I could do lightning bolt as well, I guess. Actually, yeah, fuck it. I'll do lightning bolt.
It's more like it because he's in heavy plate.
I was going to say, does he get extra damage for the fact that he's about to be?
Yeah.
So that's 8 mana. He will lose 3 stamina and 3 health plus his armor, which is 5. So it's fucked. So yeah, basically, he's still alive. I just want to make that clear. But he is smouldering as you electrocute him. You actually see his skeleton as this lightning bolt strikes him, and then everyone gets this sort of moment of deafness. Right, but then he strikes at you with the pilum again, which will put him to there.
Right, I'm going to spend some stamina this time to up the defense stat. Not defense.
Okay.
Yeah, defense stat.
Okay, and you're going to defend it, so it puts you there.
Yeah, that's for 3. I'm going to put 8 into it.
Okay. Well, he's going to put 4 into his attack.
I rolled a 19 as well.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he only got 10. So, yeah, you easily defend that. Poppy doesn't even blink. She knows you got this, so she's still just curling up on her hoard of gold, and you hear the coins rustling, and there's a chalice that sort of topples down as she sort of turns in her sleep. It's his go next as well, so he's going to put 3 stamina in. You can see he's worn out now. Are you defending?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Okay, what's your defense speed?
Oh, defense speed is 3. I got 18.
Okay, he miss you easily sidestep him. So it is your go. Oh, and you got 1 mana back, and it's your go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to. Oh wait, no, I can do lightning bolt once more. I'll do that.
Okay, you more than kill him. He actually, you strike him so hard with the lightning bolt, his gauntlets end up in different ends of the ludus, with a trail of smoke behind them. The helmet launches up into the sky, and you find out later lands in a granary and sets fire to it. Meanwhile, his torso is blown back, and his feet end up in the stables. His torso is somewhere in the living quarters of the house. It's just an explosion.
I sort of lean over to him. I say, "Old boy, as much as I didn't like the man, was it a bit much, wasn't it?"
He already saw what I could do.
I don't think that's going to go down too well, though.
I've got a
Nothing
feeling
goes
we might
down
have
too
to
well,
make.
yeah.
I've got a feeling we might have to make a break for it.
I think that tour of Egypt might be a good idea.
If you win, they
I'm
try and kill you.
thinking
If you lose, they try and kill you.
It's at that moment the Praetorian Guard arrive at the entrance to the ludus. Junior Caesar. Praetorian Guard here for Junior Caesar.
Terrible accident.
He'll be out in just a moment. He's just getting himself together.
I slap to Logan and say, "Look, just tell him that the dragon set him on fire."
I go over to the guard.
Mm-hmm. He's there in all his purple robes and stuff.
And
like these are the Emperor's elite guard.
I start getting my armor and clothes back on and stuff.
You said you wanted to speak to Junior Caesar, yes?
Yeah, as you go up to this guy, I think you kind of notice that there's this kind of feeling of like you're in a meadow as you get close to him, and you can sort of hear the crickets and the cicadas, and you can hear the sound of birds tweeting and bees flying by, and and then you kind of notice his muscles are rippling so much that it's almost like there must be 100 virgins constantly layering wax on him to shine this much.
Shiny. Yes, I think you'll find him there, and a bit of him over there, and some of them up there, and I think his head with the mouth on it. I think that's over there. If you're wondering what happened, go ask the dragon. That's what he did. He asked the dragon something, and that kind of didn't go too well.
That's not what I'd said to tell him. Jesus Christ.
I embellished.
In the wrong way.
As he's sort of listening to your description, you notice the creases in his muscles get more pronounced. Like you think he might have just tensed up a moment.
Can I ask a perfunctorily personal question? Just how often do you work out? That's a wonderful definition.
And even though stood between you is a closed iron gate which is locked, he opens it and the lock just buckles and it doesn't look like he put any effort in. And he realizes after he's done it that he's just broken the gate. He says, I'm so sorry. I did not realize that was locked.
These
Come in. Doors open.
we'll be fighting you by any chance, will we?
I believe that is the plan, yes.
Thought we might be.
I wanted to
Scribe!
introduce myself. I wanted to introduce myself and meet you. I just was going to do, formally, I should speak to the owner of the household first. I had no idea he had died. Yes, my name is...
Yes, it's rather a shock to us all.
Is Marcus. And yes,
I stride up as well.
I'm sorry?
I stride up by this point as well. And I hear Talorgan say, "Oh, stocking," and then I just slap him again.
Yes, no, I wanted to meet the gladiators that I should be fighting. It is regrettable, unfortunately, that you're showing such promise. And yes, you'll be fighting me, of course.
Well, if I am going to go down... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. That sentence can't end well.
When you're going to go down.
That sentence will not end well.
I have met Picts before. I conquered south of France just before the legions arrived.
That's Gaul, you mean?
Yes.
You said
Oh. They're all bloody same, aren't they?
I know what
As
you mean.
can
I
see,
know what you mean.
no,
but,
we're not.
There is differences once you get to know them.
Well, I didn't do the one over the water. Which is the one this side of the water?
Gaul.
That's Gaul.
Okay, so which one of you is Gaulish?
I am.
Ah, right, yes. So I've killed about 30,000 of your countrymen.
Yes, I'm sure you have. You love to gloat about it.
Oh, not proud of it, no. No. Unfortunately, was just collateral damage. When they refused the rule of Rome. So you're one of those then. Okay, well, that shouldn't be too hard. What about you? We didn't really see you in the dragon fight, I understand. You passed out from the heat or something?
He's not
The
used to
dragon
it.
got in a lucky punch.
The dragon got in a lucky punch.
Yes.
You were killed by a beast. Oh, right,
I was
not
not
killed,
killed.
but defeated by a beast.
Have you seen this thing?
Oh, so you're not top of the food chain then, are you? Wasn't
What
there
are
a
you?
Roman amongst your number? Which one's the Roman?
That's me.
Old Sandy.
I gather you were defeated as well by a beast, but you were also fighting an ogre at the same time, which is almost possible. I mean, ogres are nearly human.
Well, they were about to go down, but it just didn't last long enough. That time.
Oh, certainly, as a rookie, you're certainly showing potential. It's just a shame you won't get to see it. I would have been cheering you on.
You can cheer me on later.
Well, hardly seems worthwhile. As he laughs, you can actually see even his throat is like muscular.
Has he got a neck like the guy in Cannibal Corpse?
It's kind of glistening and creased from like just how muscular it is.
You know, you're giving this description, and all I can think of is Captain Carrot.
I'm assuming that's a carrot.
It's a Terry Pratchett character.
Oh.
All I can think of is Captain Carrot. I am Founderson.
Yeah, so I mean, but you, I gather cast magic, is that right?
Of a sort. Collateral damage.
So what are your favorite spells?
Ones that go boom.
So things like lightning bolt, shockwave, magic missile, is that in there?
No. What is a missile?
Oh, I see. That's never reached whatever landmass you're from. Okay, well, I mean, that's a very basic spell anyway. I just sort of thought because you're a barbarian, it might be something you would do.
Do you have spells yourself?
Well, yes.
That's handy to know.
What spells do you favour?
Well, I have actually learned every spell in known throughout Rome.
So one?
What?
So one spell?
No, I've learned all the spells known to the Roman Empire.
Yes, so one spell is known throughout Rome. I was insulting you.
Oh, because you don't think you're in Rome.
No, because Rome... Never mind.
You can't out superiority complex of Praetorian Guard.
I think that I think that we might have to be a little more direct with our words on this man. I heard you boast that you've killed 30,000 Gauls.
Yes.
Aye, well, I shagged the ass off at least 50,000 Romans when I was in Scotland.
Oh, that's not correct. We didn't send that many to Scotland. We subdued you with much less.
Fewer.
Right, I was doing you a favour.
Start correcting his grammar.
I was doing you a favour. I was putting it out there, putting him down, and you fucked me more than I fucked his mother. So at the moment I'm dropping between my Ludus voice and my Colosseum voice. I'm dropping between the two.
So,
All my insults are in my Colosseum voice.
A mother joke. How quaint. Like something from before the Empire.
Why do you say sister now?
No. He's Praetorian. It's Praetorian. He means his brother.
No, Our humour is more sophisticated. But I wouldn't expect you to understand that, being as you are from uncivilized races.
I want to beat him on general principle.
So when is this fight then? When are we meant to be facing you?
I believe it's tomorrow. The Emperor's having a soiree.
Bit nervous about tonight, are you?
No, it was deemed necessary to give you time to rest, and also he wants you there for when Cleopatra visits.
Oh, the tour of Egypt's on.
Cleopatra wasn't actually Egyptian, by the way. She was more Greek. Apparently.
Okay.
I
Yes,
don't care whether she's Egyptian or Greek. I just want to share the milk bath with her. It's
In your dreams.
at the moment, yes, but
Anyway, it was nice to meet you. Glad I got the
sure it
opportunity
was.
to do so before you die. I'll see you tomorrow. And he turns to leave, and as he turns, the cloak starts billowing around after him, and sort of, it's one of those moments where it kind of keeps billowing a little too long. And then you hear the sound of tweeting birds, and then they fade away as he gets further from you. And then he goes to close the gate, and as he slams,
suddenly appear every time you are near.
as he slams the gate shut behind him, it just completely falls off the hinges and then sort of slowly falls to the ground and sort of clangs.
With all that oil, then it's a shame I haven't got a fire spell.
Going to need some sort of plan with this one, I think.
We need to brush up on a few things. One, we're going to have to go in, as Hostinius says, with some sort of plan. Two, when someone lays down a serious smackdown, you back him up.
And so we move forward in time. Skipping over some details because obviously I want to wrap it up and try not to go into next week. So you are taken, like the daughter takes control of the Ludus. There's some arguing and role playing, which we'll skip over. And you are taken via caged carriage to the Emperor's palace. There's lots of marble, and you find yourself sort of awaiting to be entered into this room, and then you're sort of in a quite poshly appointed room. Door opens, and you're led in, and there is Caesar behind a table with some people either side of him on lower chairs. So he's in this quite imposing place. You kind of come into the side of the room, and you're expected to just kind of line up and present yourselves. Over the other side of the room are the Praetorian Guard. There's 8 of them, but there's this triple Marcus in the middle, slightly more buff, and yes, you can hear the sound of cicadas again. And then on the other wall, the door opens, and there's this big, bright, shining light. You hear the sound of what is potentially cherubs singing. In comes dozens upon dozens of slaves unfurling a red carpet and covering it with petals and spraying perfume in the air. And then they all rush out. In come some fresh slaves with ostrich feather fans. And then in walks Cleopatra. She kind of stands in the doorway for a moment. The cherubs build up to their crescendo of angelic chanting. And Cleopatra stood there kind of like this. And you see Julius Caesar kind of shrink a little bit in his throne at her entrance. And then it's kind of announced, Cleopatra has arrived.
I think we got that.
And
Which one
she was
she?
always a showwoman. And then she sort of slinkily walks up to the table where Julius Caesar has just kind of stood up a little bit too late to meet her. She grabs the chair that she was expected to sit on, puts it directly opposite him, sits down, grabs a plate, drags it over to where she's supposed to be eating, and as she does so, she kind of forces his plate off to the side and then starts grabbing the food to put onto her plate. And Julius Caesar's like, so we've laid on some entertainment, some gladiatorial combat, something of a specialty here in Rome. And she just kind of pays it no real attention. And then the pitch.
I don't. At this point, I turn round to the other two and I say, I don't know what's more upsetting: the fact that we might die, or the fact that we're going to die to a mostly indifferent audience.
So the Pict, you are shoved forward, and one of the other lesser Praetorian guards comes forward to meet you.
Oh, 1-on-1.
How I like it.
Okay.
What have we got armor and sword wise this time then?
You can, if you like, because you've had run of the mill for the last few days, you can armor up if you want to, or change your loadouts.
I would like to have something other than cloth.
Okay, how heavily armored would you like to go?
Go to 3.
Okay, armor of 3 would be chain. That will add 2 to your attack speed. So your attack speed goes up 2, so you become slower.
I think I might have gone for leather in the end.
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Armor 2. Okay.
How you doing?
Hang on.
A little tight across the chest.
So, Pict, it will be your go first.
Right. So I've decided I'm going to be very, very kind to him, and I'm just going to attack. I'm not going to spend anything for attack speed. I'm just going to hit him. Actually, I'm going to spend 4 points of stamina on the attack.
Okay. He is going to defend himself. What's your attack speed?
8.
Okay.
And I have scored a wonderfully high 14 points.
Okay. He effortlessly parries your strike.
Uh-oh.
And then he moves in for his own strike. And you may, if you wish, you may defend. What's your defense speed?
My defense speed is 3.
Okay, roll your defense dice.
Right. 12.
Okay, you effortlessly defend his attack. But then another attack comes. So so you do this kind of sort of parry type thing, but then he goes in for a really strong strike on the back of it. So he's putting +5 in. Not to speed, but into the damage.
I am going to spend 2 points of stamina on my speed.
Okay. Down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up. 13.
17. So 4 divided by armor.
1 point.
Okay. Looking at time. So, so victory to the Praetorian Guard! Woo! Hoo! 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 And at that, you can see that Cleopatra and Caesar were in conversation, but the chanting of the Praetorian Guard makes her stop, and like she's a bit annoyed by this because she was mid-sentence. And then the Praetorian Guard sort of wanders off and sort of looking all proud of himself. And then, Hostinius, you are pushed forward.
Okay.
If I'm passing Hostinius on the way back, I just say, fucking lamp this bastard, will you?
And Hostinius, it is your attack first. What do you wish to do?
Okay, I'm going to put 5 into my attack speed.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to bring it down to 1.
3 is the lowest you can bring attack speed.
Oh, okay, then I'll bring it down to 3 then. So that's going to be 12. Oh, down to 3 then.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attack him with my gladius.
Okay. He is going to put 2 into his defense.
3.
4. Only the bit shit.
It's obviously the surroundings is a bit overwhelming for me.
Yeah. A bit nervous. Everyone's a bit nervous. Okay, it's your action to follow up though. So, what do you wish to do?
What the cunt hard?
I'll attack him again. I'll put another 3 into my attack to bring it down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
2 into his defense.
That is a 9.
He rolled 4 again. So, you get the hit on him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. He caught me by surprise. He's quick, that one." And he returns to his post. And the Praetorian Guard look really ashamed, and Cleopatra has paid no attention whatsoever.
See, we're getting kicked about here for a fucking indifferent audience. I'm almost tempted, in character, of course, to jump on the table and cause some fracas. That might get their attention.
Yeah, I think you will get some very special attention if you try that.
Yeah. The beheading type.
And then Triple Marcus goes to step forward, and you're kind of expecting Ataros to sort of come forward for the attack, but then Caesar stops Cleopatra there, and it says, "I really do think you should see gladiatorial combat, so I will actually step forward and face this next gladiator." And Cleopatra's like, "Oh, all right, I shall watch." And she turns to face. And then Julius Caesar steps forward to face Ataratos.
To which I whisper in his ear, "Shock him."
If you win this, you're...
just. I think he's hoping to woo Cleopatra. It would be awfully bad for him if his wedding tackle was insignificant because it couldn't perform due to
Thing is,
electrical discharge.
whilst I, as in Jason, very much understands this, Ataratos's family and lineage were massacred personally by this guy. There is a vendetta to be had here.
Okay, right. So here's the plan, Hostinius. Whilst Ataratos is getting his revenge, we run for it.
And so you face off against Julius Caesar. He seizes the initiative. He's not the quickest attacking, though. Where is it? There it is. And he puts all of his strength into a mighty blow.
Whew. Okay. I am going to spend 4 stamina on the defense stat.
Okay.
Ooh, 17.
He got 12. You defend his gladius as he kind of he jumps and leaps down on you, and you just parry it away. And he's like, oh, and you kind of catch him off guard. What was your defense speed there?
3.
Okay, so yeah, you seize the initiative to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Get him going.
What do you do?
Oh, now Steve is supporting me. Okay. So maybe take that back about calling foul last time.
Fickle crowd.
Different crowd, you see.
I'm going to do a sweep with my long sword kind of low, like under his
Okay.
legs. Or not.
But you're
preferably not
aiming
under
to
his
hit,
legs.
are you?
Yeah, I'm aiming to hit.
Okay, he will roll his D4 defend die.
Mhm.
He has no stamina. He spent it all on his attack.
I got max on my D12. That was a 12.
So you got 12 plus. What did you put into?
I didn't
your
put
attack?
anything in.
You didn't put anything in. Oh, what's your attack speed, by the way?
Oh, I will do it with the attack speed though. So 8. I'll put in 4.
So you moved to there on initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rolled 12. He rolled 2. That's 10 damage divided by his armor, and he does have like a metal plate thing. So you do him 2 wounds, and he looks angry at you.
I've just got, for the benefit of the audience, I've got to throw out Stephen's line here because it's perfect. Get a pass a metal enema.
To which he then like wildly thrusts his gladius in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you defend?
Yes, I do.
What's your defense speed?
It's I'm gonna put that down again. Oh no, it's a 3. That's a 9 from me for the roll.
You easily defend his attack. He got 6. You gain 1 mana if you're not already at max. And it is your go.
Okay. I need to put morale out of the way because we're not using it at the minute. Yeah, I'll go again with the gladius.
Okay, attack speed
more
of
kind of thrusting. Attack speed I'm going to bring down again to. Ooh, let's go for 5. Let's go for 5.
Okay, it puts you there. His defend 1, 2, 3.
I only got a 4.
No, it should be 4, really, I think. Okay, so he defends with a 12, so he's beating your defense.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is still your attack, or you'll go next.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go again.
Attack speed of.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna keep the stamina just in case. I'll put it to just regular 8.
A speed 8 attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Make your attack.
Yep. 8.
7. You
Ooh.
catch him again. It doesn't do any damage, but like you hear your blade strike across his armor, scratch it. Cleopatra at this point is starting to show interest. And then it's his action. So he goes for another big blow.
Yep.
But he's clearly panting for breath. He's like he's spent himself in his opening salvo with this jumping attack. He rolls. Oh, sorry. What's your defense? Are you defending?
Yep.
Defense speed.
Yeah. Defense speed's 3. I only got a 5.
Okay, so he hits you for 3.
3 damage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Minus the armor. Isn't it? Or divided by?
Divided by armor, round down.
Okay. How can I instruct this on decimals? 3. Okay. 1.
Okay. He says, "Ha ha! Victory to me! I struck you first." Meanwhile, the blood on his face is just kind of trickling down. What do you do? So he declares himself the victor, so I'll move him a little on in initiative. You've gained a mana, by the way. What do you do? Do you keep fighting?
No, I want to conserve my strength for Marcus threesome.
And Cleopatra kind of rolls her eyes, and Julius Caesar kind of sits down. So that's gladiatorial combat. You should come to the Colosseum. One of these gladiators actually rides a dragon. And Cleopatra's like, as if dragons are the worst creature in the world. You should see our devils. He says, what do you mean a devil? She says, well, we bring them up from the underworld. They arise from beneath you and erupt up, and it kind of the whole floor becomes lava. It's like it turns the world into the underworld and brings you down in with it. You're defeated by that. You spend the rest of eternity being tormented. And sort of Caesar's a bit kind of, no. Dragons are the biggest creature there are. She says, oh no, look, I can summon one right now. Rolls out her arm. And the floor, where bearing in mind her ostrich feather wielding servants are, the floor beneath them starts turning to lava, and basalt rocks start erupting up out of it. They're dying in the lava. Ah! And then emerging up from, you think at first this is just a basalt rock, but it turns out that hunched over as it then stands up is this gigantic devil-like creature, and it has giant wings. It stands so tall, it's actually like its shoulders are pressed against the ceiling and it's hunched over. And once it's sort of got into a standing position, and all you can kind of see now is smoke, and then it shings out its hands, and you see these claws that are longer than spears. And then it opens its eyes, its glowing green eyes, and then it goes to speak, and you see these sharp, thistle-like, pointy teeth, and there's thousands of these teeth at all sorts of different angles. And it says, who am I dragging to the underworld today as my next toy?
I immediately point at Marcus. Hey, you're perfect to take this on.
For that, I will actually do it. Yeah. So, just because you were so quick with it, so he grabs this Marcus, and because he's reaching around behind him, he kind of brings his hand forward like that. So Marcus has his feet up in the air and his head down below, and you can see that the grip on this thing is so tight that you think Marcus is already dead, and the blood is just dripping out. And he says, this one's too weak. I need something stronger to be satisfied. Otherwise, I'll stay here. And Caesar says, attack it, all of you. And with that, we'll end the session.
I mean, one problem is eradicated. You're welcome.
I was going to say,
you slightly. I mean, you did it brilliantly, Jason. When I was waiting for the moment to say something, and I was just going to turn to the two of you and say, "So we're all agreed then. We now want to fight the Praetorian Guard."
I was going to say that serves him right for breaking people's gates, doesn't it? Really.
Absolutely, what a terrible sin.
Yeah, and we'll end the playtest there for now. We'll do another playtest with Prize Fighter a little further down the road when we've got like a skill system and stuff like that, possibly even some character sheets, which will make managing it a bit easier. So that's it for Prize Fighter for now. But don't worry, we will still be gaming on Saturday nights. I believe Phil is taking over.
June? With
Oh,
Dune.
yep. And that's going to be a Saturday game, and we'll be doing characters next week. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll leave it to your imaginations as to whether you defeat the devil or not.
Of course we do.
Nah.
Of course we do.
Although I was on a bit of a nice streak, I could have easily taken out Caesar.
Well, I think he's a bit hunched over, and he's very large in this room, so I think we've got a pretty good chance of running away without him catching us.
I will say that at the end of the closing credits, there's this moment where you're kind of looking at the Emperor's Palace from the outside, and erupting out of the wall in a cloud of rubble is this devil that's mid-fight with you guys, and there's explosions and spells going off, and now it's in the air outside. The
Right,
lightning
no.
strike.
Oh, right. Just to clarify something. It may be in mid-fight with a lot of people, but in the malaise, I'm going to be quite happily sneaking off, because if I'm getting involved in that battle.
Yeah. Also, climbing up out of the lava are all of the lesser demons and skeletons. And,
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
and at some point Poppy will join in the battle and
Oh, that's all right.
stuff. But yeah, we're not going to do that.
She couldn't fit in the building, so
Yeah,
Make
she can
it
fly
fit.
over when you're in jeopardy and there's a
Yes.
fight worthy of her, and I'd say fighting a god of the underworld is, worthy.
hopefully.
Considering it's like our third fight, I think it's pretty reasonable.
I suppose in a way that's probably how the Great Fire of Rome happens.
Oh yeah, I was going to say if you said it with Nero.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not the actual plot of the one that will come out in the book. I mean, this was just some rubbish I made up. Kim's going to write the plot for the one in the book. Yeah,
Good
just
stuff.
good mechanics.
The reason the Great Fire happened in Rome was because Nero was not doing the building specs possible enough. He wasn't completely sincere. He wasn't totally legit. In fact, to put a long story short, he was on the fiddle. It's just
Well, yeah. He was too busy playing his fiddle. Quite badly, apparently.
And with that, we will end the session. So thank you for
And,
watching, Steve.
Yeah, good stuff.
and Steve, yes,
Thank you.
hopefully, yes, we will be on a Monday.
Should be fine.
Until then, take care. Good night. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.